This is another training that is conducted here at Browdy Global, also Real Thought School. And also, right, people online and people, we are that you are this program, and it's good that you are here. We are joining us online, and you are happy that you are here with us today. Today, we have a beautiful, interesting topic called attraction and content marketing. Realtor, we notice that most of us wants to be seen. We need to be heard. We need to attract the right people that will buy what we are selling. So how are we going to go about it? And that is what we're going to be talking about today. And by no other than our own delectable Mr. Joshua Mba. So before we continue, I hope most of us know about Realtor School. And this is an opportunity for you to click on the link or the link www.realtorschool.com, and it's a package that shows you everything you need to know about real estate as a newbie and also as someone to be has the power to change or any of your negative thinking patterns to a positive thinking pattern. That is one benefit affirmation does to you. So before we go ahead in today's training, we are going to do our affirmations together, and do it with every part of your body. Do not be distracted in any way. Find a way and get relaxed, and do it from your spirit being. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right, so let's go. Today I affirm that I'm a powerful realtor. I focus my energy on what I am good at. I breathe in confidence and I breathe out doubt. There are no wrong decisions. I attract people who help me meet my goals. My business is constantly growing. I am a natural leader. All challenges lead to growth. I make a lot of money. I can't hear you.
I make a lot of money.
And I help a lot of people.
And I help a lot of people.
I attract money through love and joy.
I attract money through love and joy.
I enjoy multiple streams of income.
I enjoy multiple streams of income.
Every money I spend,
Every money I spend,
I get back multiplied.
I get back multiplied.
My business is thriving in every way.
My business is thriving in every way.
I can turn my expertise into income.
I can turn my expertise into income.
I am grateful for the wealth I create.
I am grateful for the wealth.
My business is overflowing with opportunities.
My business is overflowing with opportunities.
I release my doubts and insecurities.
I release my doubt and insecurity.
Every day, I am building a successful company.
Every day, I'm building a successful company.
I am driven by passion and purpose.
I am driven by passion and purpose.
I sell hundreds of properties.
I sell hundreds of properties.
I close all pending deals.
I close all pending deals.
I invest in myself and my business every day.
I invest in myself and my business every day.
I know how to delegate responsibilities
I know how to delegate responsibilities
for the best efficiency.
for the best efficiency.
My work makes me feel happier
My work makes me feel happier
and stronger each day.
and stronger each day.
I am capable of running. I am the CEO of the best enterprise in the world.
I am the CEO of the best enterprise in the world.
I am great at finding solutions.
I am great at finding solutions.
I close deals back to back to back. I am awarded the best. So this is reality,
This is reality,
and I work in it.
and I walk in
If
it.
you believe what I say, just appreciate yourself. Just have it takes to make this a reality. And to our online viewers, if you can hear me and see in the comment section, type one. And also, if you are super pumped for, let me using a quiet comment section. And for us on ground, I hope you're ready for today's class. I hope we are. All right. So remember to action notes, not just notes. Take action notes. All right. To take us through today's topic on attraction and content marketing, let's make welcome our very own Mr. Joshua Mba.
You never the know. Is it on? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. How are you, everybody? How are we now? It's good to be back here. First of all, I want to thank you all for being amazing people. You guys are amazing. Do you know, right? Amazing means show up for it's only amazing that show up for training. So I want a little more. Is my showing there now? Put my screen here. Let me see. Yeah, I want to specially thank everyone. Thank Mr. Jeff also and the Browdy Global Management for the opportunity to always come around to share and teach. Check the feed. It's a privilege. Today, I'm going to share something very powerful, actually. What I'm about to share is something I've only taught 2 times in my entire career as a salesperson, and it's always doing a paid. Yeah, I'm a bit cold right now. Just give me 2 minutes. It's an engine on my side. I'm just trying to wheel this stuff. I actually was. I woke up this morning. I had to jump straight to a meeting. There is a feature launch we are launching on my software today. So I was still, in fact, I had not even prepared for like dressed up to till 5, because I was in 2 meetings at the same time and I was just jogging. I was like, so people like rush out to wheel of teaching. So about with you, I just want to know if we are good and then I can okay, let's progress now. So in this funnel, if you hear the word sales funnel, don't get it like complicated in your head. We are talking about sales process, the journey that your customer will take from point A to point B. So what I'm about to show you took me a lot of months of research to put the slide together. The entire training, if I zoom out a bit, you get a bit, the slide display. You see how long this slide is in its own, and there. I'm going to show you guys this particular one. Begin to make progress. Everything in this sales funnel tells a story. Transforming curiosity to convince customers. Your customer will to achieve that vision, the journey that your customer need to take to achieve that which them to achieve. So what you want them to achieve as filter is to buy your property. Then follow me carefully. Is this class is going to grab 10 part. A bit confused, but our be a bit confused. Just want you to mention, but you will definitely understand it. Are we good? Give me a yes, or no. We are very good, right? Simple. Audio is very sharp. Please, I will need a lot of BTS on this session because time I thought this, I didn't even give a recorded version of it. So I'm saying that I developed this framework from experience of the job I've done over the years as a salesperson, right? I've actively been selling different products most of my life from 2017, right? So it's been years of experience. This framework works like magic and it's very simple to use. and I want you to pay attention. It's framework, nurture, and close. I've given you a sneak peek into this framework the first time I taught here, but I want you to follow me now. It's called attract, nurture, and close. There are 3 steps which I'm going to show you. The first step is attraction. This is where I'm going to teach you only. I will not teach you nurture, I will not teach you close. I'll just teach you attract. Attraction. Attraction. Let me say attraction. Thank you very much. What is attraction? How many of us, as a young man, even if you are married, God will help you, I've toasted a lady before? That's the contemporary toasting, right? I've toasted a lady before. Yes or no? Nobody go raise hand. No mouse, no mouse. You're a married man, so you say, yes, I toasted my wife. So, but the goal of attraction basically is to make people come closer to you, to just like you, to want to be around you, to believe you so much. Even if it is marriage, they will say yes to you. It's not, although everything is not marriage. Even if it is friendship, they will say yes to you. But I don't want to bore you with all of those in-depth teaching. Let's go straight to the 3 pillars of attraction. 3 pillars of attraction. This screen is moving slower than in real life. 3 pillars of attraction. 3 pillars of attraction. Are we good? Number 1 pillar is, I don't know why it's lag. Why is it lagging? Okay, good. We are here now. Number 1 is the law of attraction. Number 2, the attraction character. Number 3, the attraction content. Wizzy, I need a lot of VTS on this session. The law of attraction. You don't have an assistant. You finally need an assistant. The law of attraction, the attraction character, and the attraction content. I will say that again. You can write it, it's on the screen. The law of attraction, the attraction character, and the attraction content. These are the 3 pillars of attraction, and I'm going to teach you this. My goal today is just to teach you these 3. If I'm able to teach it in the next 30 minutes, good. We'll stop there for today. But I don't want to teach you this, and I want you to, please, once again, everything I will tell you today, take it very serious. Don't take it as another class and drop your notes. What is the law of attraction? The law of attraction. Okay, let me now tell you how this principle came. Before, I used to judge that if you work so hard, you get the best of the results, right? But some people will not say agree, but it's not actually 100% true. In fact, it's not true. I posted on my WhatsApp the other day that there is a limit hard work will get you, and that limit, you never cross it again. If you just hit that limit, that is it. If you like increase the hard work, is that limit that will ever take you in life. The rest of your growth is going to be dependent on 3 other elements. Number 1 element is the grace of God. Number 2 element is access to people. The people you have access to. And number 3 is leverage. Leverage in terms of capital, money. There is a limit. If you don't have a certain kind of access to a kind of money, you will never in your life, if you like, work so hard. So I now began to ask myself questions some years back. Why is it that as an African salesman, I can't boast of doing the numbers that some white people are doing? I began to ask myself that question. That was when I even started putting up this framework. And I said, what is it that they know that I don't know? So I called a friend, Dr. Sarah is her name. She lives in the US. She's a Nigerian but lives in the US. She works with us in one of our startups. I called that one that I said, please, you're in the US and you have been here for a very long time. Why is it that Nigerian salespeople, we have a limit to our possibilities? And it looks like those guys out there, their numbers are crazier than our own. Is it just that we are Nigerians or Africans, or what is it? Then we now begin to understudy these people. We picked, are you following me? Are you with me? We picked most of the successful people in different industries and we began to understudy them. Why are they exceptionally great? Is it just that they are doing? I mean, sometimes I can even say we do better than what they are doing, but why do they still have the better result? Is it because they are in a better country? Not holistically true. So we now discover that these individuals have trained their mind so much that by default, their personality attracts goodness to them. And I'll break this down for you. Just follow me carefully. This I'm about to teach you might sound a bit, what are you saying, Joshua? But believe me, it's true. I want to first start by establishing the fact that you can never first, let me start with what everybody will agree with. You can't rise beyond what you know, right? You can't rise beyond what you believe, right? We're in agreement with that one. Now, the crazier part is that the possibilities of your person is the limit that you ever have. In fact, is the major line that you never cross in life. So if I believe and I know by experiential knowledge, so I'll teach you guys what experiential knowledge is. If I know by experiential knowledge that I am supposed to be a multi-millionaire, my possibilities from now to the next 10 years, based on what I'm going to do, if I want to work towards it, I'll end up being a multi-millionaire. I'll never be a multi-billionaire because that is where I've placed myself. Then I'm not, let me remove this eyeglass. It's like this eyeglass. Do people like it or I should remove it? The way some people are looking at me, I'm not like, is this eyeglass deceiving some people? You want me to see my eyes? Which is it better? I should wait. Let me wait. So, and I began to study that these people spend a lot of time doing what we call mind engineering. You will be surprised that this thing has to do with sales. I'm sure you are probably hearing it for the first time. So then I began to understudy more. So these people build their personality to a point that even if they do the barest minimum of work, the best of results will be looking for them. And then I now began to relate it with scriptural backing. I'm a Christian, but let's break it down. Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he, right? So what it means is that I can't become what I don't think. God said it and it's true and that settles it, right? I will never argue that because it's in the Bible. So what it means is that if I can't think it, not just thinking. So let me break this in further. That it's getting interesting. Follow me. So many years ago, my dad taught me a principle. Follow me closely. Like I said, today's class will be going up like this. At some point, some people might lose me. And then, but I pray you guys will follow in Jesus' name. So at the time, my dad taught me a principle about how you can use three things to control your spirit, man. This is a bit about spirituality, but I'm going to show you how it works. He now said, for something to work in your life, you don't just have to know it. Knowing is the first layer. Let me give you a basic example. If I read the Bible, follow me. If I read the Bible and I see that in the Bible said that by his stripes I am healed, right? Knowing it that is in the Bible doesn't make it true for me. I will not be healed. I might still be sick and be saying the Bible said it. But how does it now translate to work in your physical reality? Now, I want to start by saying that there are three-dimensional reality we have as human beings. We have the spiritual reality, which is fact, which is true. We have the physical reality, but we have the soul reality. And I'll break it down for you. Just follow me closely today, please. Now, he now said to me that for something to work in your physical reality, one of the fastest way to make it happen is to continuously say it. There's a Greek word called homologia. I think a Greek word or a Hebrew word it is. Homologia. Homologia means consistently saying something until your mind begins to say it without your mouth saying it. So you get to a point that I don't need to be saying I am healed. My mind by default knows that I am healed. It is that knowledge that translates through your soul to make it a reality to your own physical body. So I can be saying, follow me, are you with me? Yeah. I have a very hard bone this morning I'm giving people. People will show it. Remember, I'm still at the law of attraction. Just follow me. We are getting somewhere. So what it means is I have to now move to a part of knowing that, okay, I want to be a successful realtor. I want to make 10 sales. I want to make 10 million in a year. I want to make 100 million in a year. To the point that my mind knows that I have done it. So when I wake up, I'm not thinking, I want to do it. I can do it, but my reality accepts that I have everything I need to make it happen. I just need to wake up every day and it will happen. That level of possibility happens the first layer entry is consistently saying it to the point your mind accepts it that it is true without your body seeing it as it's true. Do you understand it? So this brings me back to a medical fact. Follow me carefully. You'll be like, Joshua, you sabi a lot of things. Just follow me. We are going somewhere. Now, medically, it is proven that the strongest nerve in your body is the nerve connected to your tongue. You can Google it after this class. The most powerful nerve in your body. Meanwhile, let me start by saying, all of the nerve connections in your body as a human being, one person, is more than the telecommunication cable all over Japan. Google this, and I'm saying, you can Google it, internet day. So the nerve connection in your body is way more than the entire telecommunication cable in the entire Japan. What it means is that the connectivity of your body system is beyond what you think. You think your body is just flesh, bone, and blood. No, it's not true. If a medical person is here, I'm sure they will attest to this. My dad is a medical doctor. My mom is a nurse. My immediate elder sister is a doctor. So I have a lot of medical people in my family. So if this is true, and then they now tell us that the most powerful nerve in your body is the one connected to the root tongue, your tongue, there's one, is the strongest. And why is it the strongest? Anytime it releases a frequency, it goes straight to the entire body, first to the brain, then to your entire body. A typical example, we can try it after this class. Just begin to say, I am weak, I am weak. Keep saying it for like 30 minutes. Your body will defaultly start being weak. That's how powerful. So when Bible said the power of life and death is in the tongue, he wasn't just joking. It is true, even beyond the spiritual aspect. Are you with me? We are still at where? The law of attraction. I'm building up something for you. So the law of attraction now says that we have to become in mind what we want to become in reality. So if I am in it in my mind, then my reality can bring it to me. Did you get that? Hey, this one is hard. Let me break it down. People are looking at me somehow. If the class becomes very complicated, let me know so that we can adjourn and take a break, a tea break, and come back. So we are seeing the law of attraction. It's me. Stay with me. Now let's make a sketch. Let me draw somebody's face. Have I drawn before in this? Okay. I've drawn before. So this is a very wonderful young man with a nose. This is not my nose, oh. And then there's an eye here. I used to draw in 1970. Okay, so this is a human head, right? Permit me to use this as my human head for the sake of this class. So the law of attraction makes us to understand. Are you with me? Please just make sure you are just with me throughout. Don't lose focus. Stay with me. The law of attraction says that if this young man is moving in life, he wakes up every day, takes his bath, the possibilities that this guy would experience is in the mind. So it works like a magnetic pull around him. If I walk into this place, the way you will see me is beyond the way I'm dressing. It's actually based on the possibilities in my mind. I'll give you a typical example. A life example. This is about me now. So last year, December 4th, last year, I launched the product. December 3rd, the day before I launched that software, Selzo, I had a dream. Follow me. The details of that dream is not what I'll bore you with. But I had that dream and I saw it. So immediately I saw it, anytime I see something in my dream, I know two things. One is something that is going to happen physically. I need to hold on to it. So I now began to train my mind. Are you with me? To accept that reality. That reality was something that was going to make my product get me access to places I never had access to. That was the summary of the dream. By default, there was no way I would have access to those places, to those individuals. These are people that I know that even if I do anything, I know sure say I will ever know these people. I'm not sure I will ever have that leverage. But immediately I saw it in my dream, I knew it's going to happen. So I now trained my head, my soul, and my spirit to accept that I am already working in a level where I can operate with these guys easily. So I now began to live my life that way. So in my I'm explaining how I do it. In my family, every end of the year, December few days, the end of the year, maybe 28, 29, we do what we call family retreat. We do in my family every year. Last year, my parents wasn't in town, so we did it virtually. So one of the things my dad would always do for us is every year all of my siblings, everybody, including them too, you talk about everything you did that year, right? And everything you did that year wrongly. And then you now tell us as a family your plan for the next year. We do this every year. So my dad will always document it. Follow me. Hold on, I know I'm telling you this. My dad will always document it. And then at the end of this year, for example, 2024, he will read out what you said you will do this year first for you. And then you now check whether you actually did all those things you said you would do. So he's like an accountability man for us. You know, in fact, he created a file for all of us. So I have a file in his office called Joshua Mba. Everything I've been saying I'll be doing is inside that file. He tracks it. I think every father should learn this. If I'm a father tomorrow, I'll be doing it. So, but hold on first. Now, in December, when we're not doing that family retreat, which is why I'm telling you this story, and I came up when it was my time to speak, and I say, hey, this is what I want to do. And everything I say was in line with these people that I've not started working with, that I don't have access to, but I said, I'm already working. I created a plan that works with these people, that revolves around these people, that revolves around what I want to see based on the dream I had. From January till now, all of those things have played out real. It's based on if you can see it, you can believe it, it will happen. That functional truth is true. So the way you perceive me is not only determinant based on how I dress or how I look or what you know about me, it's also based on my experiential knowledge of who I am. It affects the way you treat me. A typical example is, okay, it's a bit religious. If somebody like Pastor Adeboye walks into this place now and say he wants 100,000 naira, for example, I am sure even if I don't have that, myself, I know that if I don't have, I want to give him the money. You know why? Because of his person, not because I know he's a father. There are a lot of fathers of his age that walk in and say, I need 100,000. I'll be like, Nigerian, that money first, right? Because of who he is and who his personality have made him to become. It is wrong for him to beg for some things. There are things I can't beg for again in my life because I've grown past that. I don't know. Are you with me? This one doesn't need prayer points. I'm teaching you law of attraction. If you can engineer your possibility to know it as a reality when it's not even physically happening, you will walk in it and it will automatically come to you. So the law of attraction states, and I quote in summary, that if you can see it and you can believe it in your mind, it will happen physically. So if I want to win as a realtor, I have to first accept it. This I'm telling you is the fundamental truth about sales. I can't go glass. Is the fundamental truth about sales. I want you to understand it. This is as important as possible. Like I said, I don't teach this round. I will never teach this randomly. I will never, because this is not something you give random people. But believe me, this thing I told you, it is very true. But I wish there was time for me to deal with the law of attraction. But let's come back here. That law of attraction, the day I taught this first, I spent almost 1 hour teaching it because there are a lot of phases to it. I'll begin to mirror a lot of things step by step. But let's go to number 2. Number 2 says what? Say it like you are saying it. Say it now.
Yeah.
So what is the attraction character? Now, the first layer is law of attraction. You have to be it in your head. You have to accept it in your brains, in your mind, and then it becomes a reality for you. And how it becomes a reality is that your personality by default will start summoning that thing. If you believe that you have a car already and you're going to drive a car, everything around you, you wake up to that reality, everything around you begin to summon things that will make you have money to buy the car. That's how it works. Things that was not that. You and the thing about Grant Cardone is that it's a bit of okay. I want to change my mind. This might. The thing about him is that he's always aggressive about what you believe about him. He's not begging you to believe him, and he doesn't care whether you believe him or not. And he will tell you to. Do you know? Have you seen him recently? That guy is now enjoying almost in a cruise level, not in a working level. Cruise mood corners. He's now his children. He's trying to. He has a lot of time for his children. Does a lot of podcasts with the kids and a lot of. I mean, you hit that when you hit that level he is now. Nothing is bothering you again. But let's come back. So the soul is where you trap all of your realities and bet it to your physical. This it becomes so powerful that you sleep and you even see it sometimes in your dream. I've said this before, but I'm saying it again. 2018, hold on, 2018, 2019, I was in my father's house. Now, at the time, I never had a workspace. I don't know if I've shown you guys, maybe later, or if you go to my cover picture on Twitter or Facebook, you see that workspace you are seeing there. I set up that workspace in 2021. Now, that workspace you are seeing there as at 2019, I had known how it would look. I didn't have money to buy that workspace. That workspace averagely cost me around 5 million to set up that room. Now, as at that time, I didn't have the resources to be spending 5 million in just gadgets like that kind of thing. But as at 2018, 2017, 2018, 2019, I had a mental picture of how I wanted my workspace to be. I knew it would be like this. The way it is now, I had already resolved in my head. This screen will be like this. There will be this thing. The way it is now is the way I saw it in my head. I wanted it to be. So as at the time of that time, I didn't have the money to do it. But because I locked it in my soul, everything around me started working in the favor of resources must come for 5 million to be easy for me to just throw it into. The time I didn't spend time to build that. I just called Lagos. I need this, I paid ASAP. Now, because my soul and spirit have trapped it, it must come to fulfillment. So how can I become one of the most successful realtors of all time? If your soul can't trap it, it can't happen. Do you understand me? You are not with me. Are you with me? The attraction character. So there are different types of attraction character. Time will fail me to talk about all of them. I think there are about 10 of them. You will see a little bit of this thing in the book called, what's the name of this book? Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. You can read up that book if you have not read it. You will see a little bit of attraction. Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. You can buy the book. You can get the e-version of it, ebook version of it. But you see him talk about different attractive characters, attraction character. But I'm going to talk about 3 kinds of attractive characters. Number 1 is the reporter. Are you with me? Now, the reporter is the guy who builds up his life telling the story of other people. Sounds somehow to some people. How? You know, there are people that their job is to tell the story of other people. That's their business. That's their income. They wake up. I'll give you a basic example. They wake up and go and review big men and their car. They are not telling you to buy a product. They are like Ola of Lagos. He tells you the story of cars. Some of them are not. Most of them, literally, are not his own. You just go to Dubai and go to a car and tell you this guy is this. He reviews a car. There's this guy on YouTube show. He will always be asking big men, what is your advice for young people? That's his life. He's a reporter. We call them the reporter attractive character. You like them, you follow them because they tell you things about the people you want to know about. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Follow me. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So in the pillar of attraction, you have to define your character. I'm giving you one example of a character. We have the second character is the leader character. There's a guy called the leader in the attraction character system. The leader is the guy that he doesn't have all of the technicalities and time to report other people's story or tell other people's story. He's just a guy to bring in people and say, okay, this is what I want us to do, and make sure he just manage people to get it done. Now, the truth about this is I want to put it to everybody. Listen to me carefully. If you don't discover your attractive character, you labor so hard to evolve to your reality. I'll give you an example. I know one of my attractive character is leader. I know that I'm in a position of managing talent. So nowadays, since I discovered that's one of our systems, I push them more by making sure I bring in the brightest mind into my circle and I lead them to evolve and do and achieve the goal. If I don't know that, I will probably be spending, are we okay? I probably will be spending more time trying to run it myself, which was me in 2018, 2019, early 2020. It was in 2020 at the peak of COVID that I discovered that my attractive system is not for me to be the forefront of the matter. It's about to build a successful team of talents and then help. So 2020, and that was the first time I went into partnership. Before, if you tell me partner with somebody to do something, I'll tell you, you need to waste your time. I can do all these things. I would just want to do it. 2020, the first partnership I entered, this was my first, that was when I saw my first major breakthrough. Was a lady who set up an e-commerce agency, imported products. Her job description was to bring in a product from China. My job description was to build the entire sales team. Now I gathered people, gathered the voiceover artists. You don't need to be perfect. For me, I don't look for people that are good. I actually don't even like working with the most perfect and exceptional people. I look for people that have promising talent. That's all I need. Still, forget the rest. Just come, be in my team. You will become that exceptional person. So I now picked I'm telling you real facts so that you understand your attractive character and know how to harness it to achieve your sales results. Are you with me now? Now, I now picked a voiceover artist, a lady that was a secondary school teacher in Lagos. I heard that I met her. She took one of my programs. I just saw her in the group. She was always talking. And I messaged her one day. I asked, what do you really do? I'm a secondary school teacher. What else do you know how to do? And they said, I have a good voice. I said, that's all. You don't need to say so much. You have a good character. You have a voice. That's all I need. Put her in my team. Train her. Become a very good voiceover artist. Teach her sales. She was managing my customer support and doing voiceover for my videos. One person acquired. Next thing, I'm looking for who is going to be writing my copies. I go on Facebook, see one guy very struggling to be posting, making effort. He doesn't understand it. I pick him, send him a message, join my team, you'll be writing all my copies, put him in the same WhatsApp group, tell him this is how I want the copies to give him materials, but he joins my team. The next, I'm looking for who is going to run ads for me. I just start, if I just sit, I put you in, train them, and we built it. The first 3 months, we did 10 million in sales. I did an extensive webinar in that. That was my first bulk 10 million straight up in one product at the time. And I said, oh, so this thing works. So since 2020 till now, all of my products are team-based. Before I launched my last product sales, I have a 15-man team that is working with me on sales. Sounds crazy. And all of them are remote sales. So I knew that my strength to wield bigger results lies in me finding the right talent, putting them together. I know what I want them to do. For example, now I'm giving you, are you understanding me? This thing I'm sure it sounds somehow to you, Abby. Please just stay with me, okay? Just stay with me, okay? Now, one of the things I know that I've also achieved in the light of that, I'm teaching you attractive character, is that if I'm a software engineer, I build software for companies, right? When you give me a software, normally what other agencies will do now, they'll hire people and say, okay, you should be doing it. But because my disposition is not just a leader figure, is a leader that trains and molds, right? Then what I do is I put 2 guys and I supervise the process of you implementing that which I already know in my head. So I train you so well that you can replicate what I know already with ease. Hence, fulfilling the truth that my dad used to teach me. He says, Joshua, one of the greatest things you can do for yourself is make sure you raise people that can do exactly what you can do, but with ease. I will never forget that. Now, that's 2 attractive characters I've given you, the leader, the reporter. We have a lot of them, but I'm going to just stop at these 2. The rest is for those who make it to the other side. Number 3 is the attraction content. This is where I'll now teach you content marketing. Stay with me. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Why we are going to make progress to that? Oh, my screen has gone off. Wizzy, check if my laptop is touch my laptop. Is on. Okay, we are back line. Okay, are you guys learning something? I know you might be like, this thing looks new. Now let me share something that is not showing my screen. Sorry about this. Let's see if it's zooming quickly. I wanted to show you people something. Okay, beautiful. Now, I missed a couple of things that I want to quickly just show you people. The law of attraction is, of course, let me give you guys, for those who might need it, is the ability to attract in your life anything you focus on, right? Summary of what I taught you. Are you with me? You want to take note of that. So, for as a man thinketh, Proverbs 23, verse 7, so he is. So is he. Your confession can alter the delicate balance of your mind. So the more you can say something, the more it affects your possibility. If it affects your mind, it affects your possibility. So you want now to manage. You see this, what that we do at the beginning of our Thursday class, affirmation. That's what it means. But sometimes when they are saying that affirmation, people are just say, "I am a realtor and I'm a this." Your mind is flying, scanning. You are not even focusing on the words you are saying. Therefore, what will happen is that you end up just saying it and it won't be registered in your soul. Is the focusing on your words. And remember what I told you, the time it to start working is when what you are saying becomes what your mind is saying without your mouth saying it. That's when it begins to work for you. It is flying up. Are you people catching it? So the attraction character, first you have to uncover your personality and wrap it around your product. So I've given you an example. Who are you? What is your type? What are you made of? That should now be what you wrap around your product. So I now begin to tell my story in different ways that it connects to who I am. Let me not go further. Let's talk about, these are the characters. I told you the leader, I told you the reporter, we have the anonymous crusader, and we have the campaigner. These are the top 4 attractive characters that you must know. You can do the research. One thing about classes like this is that, or my classes is that after teaching you, you have to go back home and sit down and stay on it for like 2 days before everything will be clear to you. That's one thing that you should know this about my class. Everything will not be clear to you. These things you have to go back home and study it, stay on it. I've told you about the leader, right? I've told you about the leader, right? Are you with me? Please just stay with me. Anonymous crusader. Anonymous crusader is the guy that doesn't like being in the forefront. He likes being behind the scene, and he pulls the biggest result without showing his face. He doesn't like. He's like, you guys just do it. I will just be here. I will contribute. If you're that kind of person, what happens is that you now have to begin to wrap yourself and your product around your personality. The way you now begin to market will now be, it is easier for you that way. So what happens is that you don't end up copying me, because my personality is going to aid me my result. Your personality is supposed to aid you your result. If you are the reporter person, you can be a realtor reporter that is also making, your goal is just reporting the success stories of other realtors. A real estate company did XYZ numbers. This realtor did that's your job. By the time you are doing it, you will also be making sales. If you discover that's your personality, you now have to wrap your product around it. Are you with me? There are people they use this reporter system so much that they can even create an Instagram or TikTok channel. They are just telling people, this real estate company did this one did the other one. People use it more in the crypto industry, for example. Their job, they don't know any shake. They don't know any. Their own is, this crypto company did this one. No, they will not tell this one. They go, you just ask them, please, can you mentor me? They will not create one group for you, mentorship group. They'll be collecting money. They're only just to report what. And they're using it to scale. Those guys are making more money than you that is claiming, I need to know it before I teach it. You have to just find your character. Are you getting my point? And make sure you stay with it and wrap it around your products. Attraction content. This is where our class will now begin to end. So pay close attention. This is the final impartation series of today's class. Stay with me. Are you with me? So there are 3 things that we need to know. Attraction content has 3 pillars. This is my research work. I suppose they publish research papers now for Harvard University like this. Okay, but let's get into it. But you guys learning something? Okay, there are not 3, there are plenty. There are about 6 of it. I will not teach you people nurturing stage. We'll just end there. I'll teach you how to make your content and how to market your content. So that your brain can carry this one. You can't teach you anything other than this one. Your brain will be very heavy. Some of you might not sleep well, you now be thinking, hey, this guy could like this. So number one thing is new discoveries. Attraction content basically is how you can use content to make people come to you like a magnetic pull. The things you write, and people will be attracted to you. So remember how we made the ladder. The first one is the law of attraction. Second one is attractive character. So when I now put out content, it attracts people. People get glued to me because of my attractive character. And because my mind is already engineered to accept bigger possibilities, they in turn now provide me with the resources, which is the sales you want to achieve. Now, number one is new discoveries. New discoveries. New discoveries. In your industries, you need to know all of the new discoveries in your industry. That's the first attractive content you must know. Those who are with me, are people watching me online? Those who are with me, I hope you guys are together. Is it flying? Stay with me, okay? Help me tell that person close to you, stay with me. Okay, so the first thing is new discoveries, right? New discoveries in your industry. What is the trending thing in real estate industry now? Some of you don't know. And I hope all of you are not planning to end up being Enugu State realtor for the rest of your life. I hope it's not what your mind is accepting. You have to cancel it by fire in Jesus' name. You have to be a global figure. Think global. Anything you are doing, it might be like, oh, real estate is not the same in Dubai. Just start first. Think global first. Think it first. Just believe me and think global first. Forget whether real estate in Dubai is different from the one in Nigeria. Think first. Accept it first. When the time comes, you will now see how you can merge it. Are you with me? So never you limit. First, but let's discover. So you have to find out what are the new discoveries in my industry at least at the global national level. Don't say at the independence layout level. It's not like that. What are the new discoveries? What is happening? What's the new thing? Where is technology taking real estate to? Now they are shouting smart homes everywhere. What do you know about smart homes as a realtor? If they say smart homes, a realtor, you don't know it. So first thing about attraction, you need to start writing about new discoveries in your industry. Are you with me? Stay with me. Stay with me. So your video content, your article, your write-up content should now begin to capture new trends, new things that are new, anticipation. Now they are saying very soon they will stop doing physical inspection. They'll start using AI to do inspection. How much do you understand that? They'll now be like, with AI, you can do 4D inspection of an apartment, and somebody anywhere in the world can watch it without having to be there and feel like he's in the building, see all of the depth and angles and breadth of the building without being there. How much of that information do you know? It's a new discovery. You need to know it. One thing I must tell you is that let me tell you what makes you exceptional in your industry is the quality of information you know that the other person in your industry doesn't know. So me, I can never be outdated in my industry. Anything that I want to know, what is this thing? I just want to know it so that when I sit with my colleagues, they will, this guy is Sabi Pass. It's because I want to know. It's the knowledge that isolates you as the bigger figure. Are you with me now? Are you with me? Now, the second one is your journey. Your journey is an attractive content. My journey, people that have followed me, if Mr. Jeff was here, he will tell you, he saw my journey because I always talk about where I'm at, my face, what I'm doing all through the years. So you now see someone that have known me since 2017 can attest that this guy has grown because you were documenting your journey. So in the next 3 years, we'll look back and say, how can we know that Vine or Roy has grown when you were not documenting? We can't track it. There's no way we'll know that you have improved or there is a change. We'll only just be seeing the same Roy posting picture and we are seeing posting picture, but that is not enough for us to know that there is a growth in your journey. Are you with me now? So you have to document your journey, your awards, your exposures, your big events. You speak in an event, document it. Your opportunity to do something, document it. Document it. Okay? Number 3 is related trends. No, I will take questions later. the spirit is moving now. If you cut it, it might stop. Number three is related trends. Okay, related trends might not necessarily be things around real estate as a realtor. Are you with me? It might not be things around real estate as a realtor. It might be things around housing, might be things around finance, banking, investments at a bit larger scale. Once you want to join it, for example, I can now make a comparison test. Is it better to invest in properties or invest in stocks? It's still related to my industry because we are all those who are investing in stock and those who are investing in land, all of them are investments, right? Now, I've said it in my previous class, you need to know investments as a subject beyond real estate. Are you with me? Oh, you are not. Okay, you're with me now. So let's go to number 4. Anytime you stop being with me, I will move to the next point. You have to stay with me. You have to stay with me so that I will be sure you are catching it. Are you with me? You are with me. So experience. So last week, my copywriter sent me a message. I said, Joshua, because I'm working on last week I released a low ticket offer. It's a 5,000 naira offer. So I told my sales team, okay, only my copywriter and my designer. I said, let's try to create something that can give us consistent cash flow, even if it's as basic as 5,000 naira. So I went to my archive, there's a program called the 5 Days Lead Generation Challenge. It's a 5-day program that shows you day 1, day 2, day 3, to day 5, how to set up a lead system for yourself. So now I said, okay, this program was before sold at 25,000 naira. I said, let's crash this program. I don't mind. Let's crash it to 5,000 naira. Let's sell it to my email list. We're not running ads. Let's see how it goes. Those who buy this program will then upsell them my high ticket program, which is my funnel course, which is 150K. She said, okay, we decided to do it. Now, we now did it last week. We sold, how many did we sold? We sold a lot of, that 5,000 naira was a lot of money at the end of the day. We made a lot of sales, only to my email list. Now, after that, she now sent me a message last week. This is why I'm telling this story. Last week, she sent me a message and said, Joshua, I want to start planning the sales system for promoting the high ticket, which is your main funnel course. And I need something from you. Now, she said, I need you to tell me your story from when you did not know what sales funnel was to how you discovered sales funnel and to what sales funnel did for you in your business and to your life. Now, what is that? The summary of that is tell me your experience, Tosfa. I was nobody struggling with sales and marketing in that context. I was never nobody. I was somebody. I was struggling with sales and marketing rather at the time until I came in contact with sales funnel. Are you with me? Now, when I tell you my life before real estate, my life when I started real estate, how I knew real estate, and my life after real estate. A typical example, I'm going to use Jacinta as an example. Jacinta, I've not seen you share that story. Have you shared it before by yourself? Why? So Jacinta has a very interesting story. I interviewed her one time here in the office in a video. That video is on Realtor School YouTube channel, right? Now, she has a very interesting story. I don't know if she wants me to say it here, but I would not. Okay, she said yes. Now, a very interesting story of someone graduated from school, struggling, and in debt of whether 70K or thereabout, right? Now, she was owing, and then lo and behold, she comes in contact with Mr. Jeffs and gets to learn about real estate. Learns about real estate. Fast forward, after everything, there was a particular month she did 50 million in sales. Now, that story is crazy. Now, she cannot tell you that my experience not doing real estate was me struggling and begging, was me struggling and owing. But my experience now as a realtor is me doing multiple sales in a month. Are you with me now? So that experience is what makes it, if she tells that story, in fact, I know as a realtor before then, but the day I interviewed her that day, I was not like, what? And I began to place her on a different level of a realtor because I was like someone that was able to move from serious debt to doing 50 million in sales in a particular month. You deserve some real high level accolade, right? Right?
Yes.
Good. So in my mind, now knowing the story, just based off knowing that experience she has now from being a struggling person to now being someone who is doing amazingly well in real estate, now made me to distinguish her on a particular level. Exactly. Do you understand that? So that's exactly what your experience, sharing your experience does to you. You now show it doesn't need to be Jason Star's 50 million sales 30-day story. It might just be from doing 10,000 naira job or 50,000 naira as a secondary school teacher to doing your first 800,000 naira in commission. That story will move you from the way people perceive you and see you to a whole new different level. Don't see it as it's not bragging. You are telling a fact. It's true. You are sharing your story. Are you with me now?
Yes.
You people are not with me. Let's go to the next point. Before and after story connects to your experience. Me before and me after. Now, the last one in this context is new framework and approach. This one is deep. Oh. Should we dig deep?
Yes.
Not the company release it too much framework anytime while it is here. The Rayman and they was very too much. Even me, I did feel the Rayman. I did feel okay, the new framework and approach. So what does this mean? So I'm going to give a basic example to explain this point. It means that when I started this class, I told you I'm going to teach you a new framework, right? The ASNU framework. Do you remember? Now, what I did was I now showed you that I don't just know my craft. I've become an authority in my craft by just telling you I'm teaching you a framework. Do you understand? That's what this is. Now you have to develop framework in your industry as a realtor. One of the biggest problems every realtor has is making sales. That's the basic problem every realtor has, right? He's not even seeing what to sell. They land plenty to sell. He choke. He's now making the sale. Are you understanding? So how can I, as a you have done 5 sales, you have done 4 sales. What did you do that attracted those sales to you? Develop it into a framework and name it. Boy, you can use your name and name it. So, like to name something, they name me very sweet. Give it a name. The syntax framework. But no use the syntax framework. Find a very sweet. You see how my own is ASNU framework. The thing enter. Abi? You are now with me. You are now with me. You are now with me. So the ASNU framework. So you have to now start creating framework around the things you do in your industry. You can create the realtors. You can create a framework around creating content as a realtor and call it a name. Are you with me now? You can create. I have a lot of frameworks. If I open this is like you see all these slides. See, I have another one. I have another. If I begin to open it, network no go allow me. I have a lot, and now frameworks full inside. Yeah, are you with me?
Yeah.
I like that response. So it's framework. Everything I do, I document it and set it up as a framework so I can reuse it. Are you not with me? So let me tell you something, Sha. This one I'm going to say, but catch it very fast because I'm going to say it very fast. So this is how it works. Like I said, some of the things I teach you now, you might not need it today, but by this time next year, you are going to look back and say, I thank God I learned this thing that time. When you create this the card that works, this is a bit advanced, but follow me. When you create frameworks around the things you have achieved, the first operation is not to sell it. The first operation you have is to take a sample space. Sample space is 2 persons, 1 person, 3 persons, 4 persons, 10, maximum of 10. Max, don't go beyond 10. If possible, take 1 or 2 and bring them inside and say, these 2 people, you people you've been my friends, you've been my students, you've been this. I want to give you something. Let's experiment if this my framework will work on you first. Now, I now teach you, allow you to apply it. Even if it takes you 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 week to understand, allow them. Make sure your goal is to make sure that this sample space gets the kind of result you got. It might not be 50 million in the case of the same time, it might be they get 20 million, which they have never done before. It might be their first 10 million. As far as they use the framework, your goal now is now document the process of these people applying your framework. Now, what happens is that I use this anytime I want to launch something new in the market. I now come out and tell you that I have a program. I did this for my when we launched StakeCode, if an affiliate marketing platform. I took all of my knowledge in affiliate marketing, brought a few number of people. I did it on my WhatsApp. I didn't even run ads, use my email. I just went to my WhatsApp to say I did it also for my funnel program. My funnel program, I went on my WhatsApp to say I want to teach people funnels. If you are doing e-commerce business, come in. Because I said them 10,000 naira at the time, 5,000 naira there, just to make them know that I want people to be serious in this thing. I went on live calls with them. They were not, it wasn't physical, it was virtual. A lot of live calls. Immediately, the first person got the result. I knew that this thing is working like mad. Second person got result. Third person, they were 10. All of them got result at their scale. It's not the same number, but at their scale. I just knew that this thing worked. And I turned it into a course. And the time I was calling it the funnel course. I launched the course 3 months into launching the course. I saw that this thing was bigger than me. And I launched a community. Today it's called Funnel Hackers Club. Funnel Hackers Club, launched in 2020, now has done over $1 million in sales revenue for all of the people that have used what I taught in that program. I have 2 field WhatsApp groups. All of them are business owners across Nigeria, e-commerce, information marketing. All of them, they're big now. The guys at 2020 till now, some of them are doing 8 figures in their business now. You see what I know, to sample people, and then to a course, then to a community. Don't underestimate this possibility. You can still be selling your land and have this thing running by the side. Are you with me now? I like that, yes, sir. So, but that's it about framework and approach. Did you learn something today? I have a few minutes. I don't know if I should teach people this thing. This one, the lead magnet system. I will not teach it. The only thing I'll teach now is I have plenty of things to teach you people. I can tell you for far. I can stay like this and teach you throughout today and tomorrow and next. There are a lot to teach, and it's things you like. So, but I want to teach something very quickly in 5 minutes, and then I will take questions. This I want to teach right now. Are you with me? Is something that has to do with content creation. I'm going to be calling out people's names because some of you, I see your Vine is laughing. I used to see your video on Facebook. I saw your video the other day. I'm going to use 2 of them as an example. You people don't feel embarrassed, but I'll use people as an example. What I want to say in the light of this is don't carelessly post content. Don't ever care. Just randomize anything and post. I saw a video you did. I think you did in the office. Like 3 things did of assignment. You see that video? If I watch that video, I'll take you as an unserious person. I will not even want to learn from you. The video you did about their location, I will also, you say, okay. I'll also take you on serious, and I'll tell you why. Follow me. I just want to teach a fact. Are you with me? Yeah. Stay with me. Stay with me. Good. Now, the first night I train my content team. I have a content team that manages sales of content. My recent startup is if you randomize content, you get a random result. Hey, that one enter. I heard the If you randomize content, you get random result. Random result is the same figure asking now. So it is okay. Oh, you have joined these real estate people. Okay. Now random result you will get. If you randomize it, you get random result. Now, my goal now is to show you how to make those videos. See those videos I'm making? And how to doctor it properly. Are you with me? One thing you must learn in content creation is what we call storytelling. Help me tell your neighbor storytelling. You must be able to represent everything you are telling me in content to make me feel like, I just watched a movie in 30 seconds. I just watched a masterclass in 30 seconds. You must have the power of understanding storytelling. Storytelling is me telling you something that happened that you were not there and you understand it and okay, this thing, over here. A typical example, let me use, I wish I could play that video so that we'll do some practical. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Should we do that? I made it very practical. Are you with me? The way they were making everybody laugh today is like at the end of this class, if people, you know, or just that anytime you could hear, you know, name offering. No, we came give us all each hands, so you see. But give a such an yourself, so you see. What is the problem now? Or not like my administration? I'm actually more made dominate then. Actually more offering what? Let's look for Roy. Roy, should we let's go. I know Roy is my friend on Facebook. Let's go to Roy. Roy, sorry, yeah. Ele video. I'm called this one. Did you delete it? And am I using the one? This one is not playing. Oh. Why is it not playing? Yeah? Is it my network? Roy, KZM, your village people know what make you expose. Why you no green play now? Okay, so let's while we are waiting for it to play, let's just get on. Are you with me? Now, two things. I've already said it the first time I taught here this year that real estate is a luxury industry. It's a luxury industry. And even if you don't have all of the luxury, you have to try and make it look water luxury. So that I've told you, the person that has 5 million to buy property from you would really appreciate it if you look like the 5 million. Are you with me? Yeah. And looking like the 5 million doesn't mean you need to dress expensive. I will tell you what I mean. All of my YouTube videos, I can show you for part. Yes, hold on. Let me show you guys something. Oh my God. Are you with me? Let me show you something. All of my YouTube videos, I'm wearing t-shirt, polo, but I will show you something. Hold on. Stay with me. The goal of these videos that I make is like it's my network. It wasn't even okay. Chalokwa. Yeah, I want to get that video had a problem. I want to get stay with me. Are you with me? Let's go to this video. Now, the goal of these videos is to communicate one truth. The advertiser. Nah, the speaker, you get the speaker. You should play, but I just want to show you guys something. You see, the intention about this video wasn't really that I'm dressing expensive. I'm wearing a black polo. I don't look expensive. I'm not even wearing jewelry. It's nothing. My background is just basic. But the goal is to communicate quality. Are you with me, please? The goal is to communicate quality. The entire setup. I shot this video in the corner of my parlor. That's why I shot this video. Now, I'm even sitting on a plastic chair, and then the only most interesting thing here is I lighted my background and I make sure that my face is showing. There is no expensive thing on the scene here. Are you that I want you? So you have to be intentional. But I'm talking about your video, not location video. So when you want to, I don't know how you kept your camera. You kept your camera like this and you're just talking. You see, so you need to intentionally plan it. I want to make a video, and I think you made that video spontaneously. Was it spontaneous? I could tell because I watched the video and I felt like, what did I learn? What's the way forward? What is the call to action? What should I do with? It was just another Roy video. I was like, okay, Roy, don't do video. I swiped and continued my scoring journey. So you want to first of all invest in the quality and the serenity of your video. If you don't have all of this light here is just 3. This light on this page, one of it is 2005. Jesus electric cars, 2,500. That's 5,000 naira, but already expensive. Then there is now my ring light that is showing light on my face. You don't need to, it's not about all of the are you with me? So you want to invest to make sure that and there's a level of quality attempt on the video. That's for video content. Are you with me? So with this now, if you watch my video, wouldn't you take me very serious? But tell me now, honestly, would you take me serious? It's just little effort. Are you the most basic effort? Now, even if you don't want to light up the background and make it colorful, I can actually still shoot on a plain black background like this board. Just make sure that my face is showing. In fact, if you don't have anything, make sure it's on a black background or use a black curtain in your house. Make sure it's black. Step a little bit away from. Let me teach you this. Can I stand up? I don't know. Can I stand? I cannot stand up. Sorry. Say, is where. So let's say I wanted to do demonstrate practical because maybe next time I give live video content creation at this place. When you the Jiri phone here, set up. May example. So, but what I'm going to do is if you find a background, let's say it's your curtain, even if it's this curtain now, right? I want to make sure I'm at least 4 feet away from the background. 4 feet away. For those who have this small square tile in your house, it's always 1 feet there. So the bigger one is 2 feet. So you should give you an idea of what 4 feet is, right? So I should be minimum. That's if you don't have a lot of space. Me, I'm way far. This thing behind is really far from me. It's more than, I think, maybe 8 feet far from me, my background. So that I can now get this blurry effect. But that one is a bit advanced. Let's say you have a curtain in your house. If you don't have all of the gadgets, just try and get a black curtain. Black curtain is good. Or a dark curtain because it's background. Step away 4 feet away from it. If you have more space, go further away. Then go to One Jesus Electricals. Buy this stick, they call it stick light, RGB stick light. Buy 2 colors. Buy red and blue. It's 2,005 or do it too much. Put it at the floor of the curtain. What will happen is it on my background? What I'm using actually is red, blue, and light yellow. That's what is forming this color. See purple here. It's a combination of color that gives this thing. Are you with me? No, are you with me? Here at the lower part of your curtain, it will light your curtain. That dark background will light up and look very interesting to the people watching it. And then carry your chair down. If you're going to shoot video like this, carry a chair that is not showing on your neck. You see, it's just my face. Then sit down and position your phone. If it's your phone, it's whatever, and sit. Make sure you are in frame. Now, 3 things I'm going to share with you for those who want to start shooting quick content. Short form content first. Don't start by shooting long form content. Long form content will expose your inabilities. So when you are starting, start with short form, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Are you with me? Are you with me? Start with 1 minute, 2 minutes. Don't exceed 2 minutes. Because by 2 minutes, you're already blabbing. You relax, you grow into it. You get to the point, you can do 15 minutes and it will be interesting. Don't worry, you get there. But if you are starting out, start with short form content. So I've told you the background setup. I've given you one of the most fastest, beautiful, quick, interesting background setup. Then you have your ring. If you don't have light, try and buy ring light, shall. Or you buy white bulb. This kind of white bulb. Hold on. You buy this kind of white bulb. Find a stick on and tie it on it, and just make sure it's standing close to your face. You see this? There's a bigger one of this white bulb. They have the bigger one. That very big one, naturally white. Buy it. Keep it closer to your face so that you first. Let's see your face in it, right? You have a very bright house that has a lot of nice white light. Turn it on, all right? But if you don't have something that show on your face, off all of the house lights, leave the background lights on, and only that one single bulb that should be showing your face should just stand. If you have money, buy a ring light. The ring light is way better, right? Then you have your whatever that is holding your phone, selfie stick, whatever you are keeping your phone on a table or whatever. Make sure it's stable and make sure your phone or your gadget is at angle 90 to your face. not like this, not like this. So it has to be somewhere that is angle 90 to your face. You get it now? Are you with me? Make sure of that, because if your who is, I mean, for still video, I'm talking about still videos now, like you are teaching something. We'll talk about inspection videos and how to do it. You have to make sure it's angle 90. Now you have only one camera. That's what you are seeing here. So that way you can achieve something that looks like this, or maybe even better than what I've done here. Are you with me? Are you with me? What I'm teaching is, you don't like it or you don't want it, please no follow. Okay. So now that's the first step to your arrangement. You have set up your video shooting arrangement. The next thing we want to focus on now is how can we now achieve the content. We want to do 1-2 minutes content. Your target should be your Facebook. So when you're going to post these videos on Facebook, for starters, if you have not been in before, don't post it as reels. Post it as Facebook posts, not Facebook reels. Pay attention now. This one is algorithm advantage. Post it as a Facebook post. Sometimes when you now put it as a Facebook post, you want to post it, person now tell you, convert to reels. Stay amber. I shut them reels now. Post it as a normal post. Trust me, it's the best action to take now. But your Instagram will obviously be reels. But Facebook, post it as a post, not as a reel. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now let's now talk of how to now create the content. Okay. Now let's say the content you wanted to tell us about document. Why it's important for us to look out for the document that a land will have before we buy it. Was that what you're trying to communicate? Say it louder, please. 3 things you should look out for before you go for a land. Now, the first thing we have to address in that, I wish that video can play. I honestly want it to play so that we'll learn. Okay, hey, it's playing now. Hey. Okay, my volume. Now, TV volume now this time. Hey, that's stop. He's playing, but he's not talking. Who is he? Is my volume on my laptop talking? Is my laptop even talking? Is it? He's not talking. Hey. From the video. Okay. Something on the laptop, and we can't put it. But don't worry. Let's stay with it. Stay with me. Okay. Now, 3 things you need to look out for before you buy a land. Abi. Now, the first thing we want to deal with is the hook. The first 3 seconds of your video is the time that people decide to watch your video or not watch your video. But you have to make me believe that I'm about to waste my time for something reasonable. That's how that's how you think too when you are watching other people's video. Now, when you're not the rubbish, so you want to make sure that the first 3 seconds you impress whoever is going to watch it. As far as is your target audience, of course, everybody's not going to watch your video, right? So let's rephrase it together. How 3 documents to look out for before you buy property. How does it sound? It sounds informative, right? Answer me now. But we can make it more interesting by making it have a curiosity effect. I can say if you don't have these 3 things in a land, you don't own it. If you buy a land that doesn't have these 3 things, the federal government will collect it from you. I can say something that will be, You see how you said, It's how the that is what you want your viewers to say, come go hear this guy now. Adi Amama, your oral Amzuru last year, you already went on this document. Are you getting it? So you want to approach it with that curiosity effect instead of making it sound like a normal random and tell you, okay, before you buy a land, make sure you have, I can even start by telling you the federal government will collect the land you bought last year if you don't know this. So I want to start with something that will create curiosity. I'm like, okay, let me hear what this guy is about to say. I want to do it first. And what I will always do in my videos, like long form videos, is I'll now give you a big promise. Immediately I make that hook, I give you a big promise. Can I tell you, if you watch the end of this video, the 3rd thing I'm about to say helped XYZ person not to get this land, whatever it is. So I have to give you a big promise that The goal is, I have to tell you that if you watch the end of this video, there's something that is very useful at the end of this video, or the thought I'm about to say is the most important thing, so that I will keep you glued to my video. Did you get that? So we have the hook, we have the promise. I told them that Facebook full video giving a nonsense. Giving a random thing. Here. So apply it. I'm actually just saying, apply it, right? Just apply it. So that's the promise. So when you now do the promise, the three things you want to do is, I always tell people this: never record a video on a topic that you don't understand, not that you don't know. You know it is fine, but if you don't understand it, the video again makes sense, no matter how you want to package it. So what does it mean to understand? Understanding means that, you see, I'm okay. Like, let me, a basic example of how understanding works is that the slide I just used to teach you people today, the last time I revised it was last year. I taught it last year, August, in my event. I just came here. It was when I was here that I opened the slide. I've not looked at it again today. But because I understand it, I can teach it. I don't need to rehearse it. So you now need to understand the details of C of O. You don't need to say all of it, but you need to understand it. What happens is that when you're now talking, because you are limited by time, are you with me? You now notice that because you understand it, your mouth will just be picking the core things for you, and your mouth is now saying it in a clear, very, very easy. Are you with me now? So if I recorded this Adun framework I just taught you now, I have a 2-hour session of the video, I have a 9-minute session of the video, and I have a 2-minute version of that video. So in 2 minutes, I was able to teach everything, but I have a 9 minutes, and I still have a 2-hour section of it. So what does it mean? It means I understand it so well that I can summarize it in 2 minutes. And that 2 minutes has all of the points that you need to know about the framework. So if I understand C of O and all of the C's and O's and all of the document, I know that C of O is, it must have, for example, inside C of O, it must have XYZ stuff in it. This must be the government should sign here, or this should sign this place, a lawyer must sign here in this one, in this one. Those things can now help you when you're now saying these are the 3 documents you need. When you say C of O, you now be like, it's not about having a C of O. XYZ person must sign, this person must stamp, there must be this stamp, this one, this one. So the person now watches it in a different light. Though I might know that, for example, right now I know what a C of O is, but I might not distinguish a real C of O and a fake C of O, or a C of O that is just a waste of paper. Do you understand? So when I will not be like, Roy, don't teach me. I will not say, okay, this guy, he knows this thing. He taught me something I don't know. So your goal in every content, are you with me? Timer, voila. Should we stop here now? Your goal in every content, your goal in every content, follow me now, is to uncover, even if it's basic, but it's not well known in that subject you're about to teach. So don't teach it. You must have C of O. You must have, what's the other document you mentioned in that video? So all of those things you talked about, you now begin to approach it in the light of, I know you know what C of O is, but I want to show you something in C of O that you never knew. Do you understand? So when they now watch it, they now say, okay, hey, I thought does this thing, this. Let me go and check my C of O. Can they quite sure? You understand? So you are now at that point. What you have done, let me now tell you the backbone. What you have done is that you have initiated them into your fraternity. Let me tell you what I mean. There is this thing called mind control. It's a different topic to teach some other time. In control is, how can I make the next person do what I want them to do without them knowing that they are obeying me? So I can now, what you do with that kind of content is that you have now sent the person an assignment that normally if you tell the person, go and check your document, the person will not say, who are you? Why would you check my document? But you've used your content to control the person to go back and question the document they have, whether it's a legitimate one. At that point, that guy, it's like you have won their soul to yourself. Anytime they see your video, they will respect it. This is any question. Let's come back. Can I make you for today? Almost today they collect offering. Offering. I must. You have to sow seed. Account number 211700. Any question, please? Any question? But honestly, did you learn something? I always. Are you overwhelmed? No, are you overwhelmed? Like, are you confused? Are you confused? No answer. Are you confused?
No.
You understood it? Did you understand this? Answer me now. Did you understand it? Okay, we are in the same place. You are with me. Any question? So that location video. So I don't start to teach again. That location video. So you have to. I saw your video. There's a thing about outdoor shots. Outdoor shots. Even if someone is shooting for you, you can direct them on how to shoot it. Outdoor shot in terms of allocation is you have to make it have three things in mind. Either I'm telling you a story, or I'm showing you a reality that can be your reality. So is that I'm telling you, okay, we did allocation. This was what happened. I'm reporting. Now at that point, you are attractive character reporter. Okay, you are reporting an experience that happened, and I want you to see through it, and through that, understand that you can actually be a landlord one day. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yes.
Then we can now have a content that is showing reality of there is vast land, and then you too can own a land like this. Like there's a video you shot. I'm going to use your own as an example. There's a video you shot where you were just walking through and you play the music. Now, this is what I would have advised you do if you're going to take that shot. First thing is, don't make it obvious that you're planning to make a video. You'll be shooting video, be looking at the camera. You know that kind of thing. Like, I can tell that you plan this shot, a plan area. Don't make it, I know you planned it, but don't make it obvious to me that you planned, hold my camera, let me come out from the car, hold my camera, let me carry my, so you understand that mechanic, it's not, when it tells like that, you are sending a signal to the mind of people watching it. You want to make it look like smooth on plan, but all of us, we shall know that we now plan something. You get? So the first shot could now just be like let me get that video. I wanted that video because that video Nyaka. Are you with me? Unlikely this class. Unlikely the class. Vine, should I continue? Vine, keep going. Where is that video? Where is that video? I should keep going. Up. I'm going to comment on all your videos now. Is it this one? This one? Oh, there's no up again. There's no up. This is the first. This is the second. Okay, see, it's coming. This is the first. This is the second. This one is the second. The first is up. I'm going up now. This is the first. This one. Okay. Inspection time. Oh my god. Okay, let's play. Can I mutter something here? Please play now. It's not playing. I'm sorry. Maybe next time we'll learn this one, Sha. Question time. Let's ask a question. If you please, I'll teach you. Yeah, I want to demo it by showing. Any question? No one smart investor. Any question? No question. Okay. Yeah, so your video posts gets more views than your reels when you are starting out. If you check all of the all of the big content creators, even comedians, right? They post their short videos as posts, not reels. They might just have 7 reels in their Facebook. On Facebook, I'm talking on Facebook, but the rest is video. Go and check it. You can check it now. Go to Lasise, go to Taoma, check their number of reels on Facebook. It might just be 7, 10, but the rest is normal video. Because your normal video gets you more viewership. Yes, on Facebook. Yeah, so the difference, Reels is like a different section on Facebook. And I don't know how best to explain it, but it's just like a different section. They come up differently on the newsfeed of people. Okay. The thing is playing on my iPad, but it's not playing. Can you hear? Okay, so this video now. The thing about making all right, should come up now, please now. You know won't come up. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Hey, he's coming, he's coming. Are you happy? Are you happy? Yeah. So now this video, oh my god, why are you lagging? Okay, now this video, let's rewind it back. Can I rewind? I can't rewind. Should just keep playing. This video is interesting. It's showing him working. But let's tell a better story. After watching this video, what story do we learn from the scenes? Remember, I told you the first thing that you have to communicate is tell me a story or communicate a reality. I should be able to communicate it so vividly where all I see here is that Vine is a realtor and they went to do a location, and that how do we now impact? Now, this is where it comes. I didn't teach content marketing. How do we now impact people to in turn become customers with every single content we post? I'm going to post this. Let me show you a basic example. Just a little example on Instagram. Are you with me? Time adheres you, but can I marry Chineke do I before we close it? Let's go to Joshua Mba. There's this guy called Joshua Mba on Instagram. Do you guys know that guy? People don't know him. You don't know this guy? Oh, you don't know this guy. Okay, so let's go to. I'm looking for. Okay, this one is my last time here, but it's not this one I'm looking for. Okay, this one is it a video? I don't know. Good. Look at this video now. Look at this video. Watch and be blessed. Now, the thing about shots like this is you have to tell a lot of stories and make it fast as possible. Angles to the shots you are taking, the duration of the shot in the clip. This video is going to make you watch it over and over because this scene was less than 2 seconds. This scene was less than 2 seconds. The angles of everything is different. So you might not compare this to real estate shots, but when you're going to take real estate shots, I wish I could stand up. If I'm going to take that inspection shot, I show where everybody is busy. I probably will show a clip of where clients were, okay, this is my land, and they are knocking that survey, whatever they are knocking. I show that and I pan it. Let me show you an example. So let's say this is the place they are putting, what do they call that thing? Beacon, right? Beacon. Now they are putting a beacon here and people are gathered. I just take my camera and get a shot of where they are hitting the beacon first, get a shot of people watching them hit the beacon, and then get a shot of people now, probably somebody pointing to or maybe you yourself point to the beacon and like. So it tells like, okay, these guys are putting, it makes you look like a guy or a spectator. Because that video you showed now showed us, made me feel like you were a spectator in this place. See, you moved around, where are the clients? You open a grass, what is happening? Watch. Which beacon? It doesn't tell a better story. Do you understand? And then he comes back and then holds his phone on the hand and then does a pan like this, a pan like this, and then puts a light cut. Now, the interesting thing is I could have, were you talking here or just showed where you're, and now this is the clip. Now it shows like you'll be visiting, you just follow people, go there, go do the shot. So I could come in, even if it's not my client, borrow the client for the shot, right? Do like I'm hitting the beacon in myself. You take a shot of me, show me what I'm explaining to my client, this property, take the shot. You don't need to talk. Can be see your music, then show where you are now with the client and some other people are these people are your background. Now tell them, okay, You do your hand like this. So the goal is to tell stories that I took a client to the allocation ground. The client I helped set up the beacon. We did everything. You can even bring the paperwork, borrow paperwork from another person and show like, okay, the survey plan, you're doing it. So they feel you telling a better story. Are you getting me? Don't make it random. If you make it random, you get random results. It's deliberate effort that you pay attention to every clip you take. Angles. There's a video this guy shot me, Wisdom shot for me during the award conference. I'm not sure I posted that video. Now, I wanted to tell a story that I was going to a Realtors conference, right? So he caught the shot. Why I did not post it because he captured I don't like posting me inside car. I don't know why I don't like. So he captured me coming out from the car, captured me walking down the step, captured me in that red carpet, captured me sitting down, captured me while I was greeting people in the conference, all of those speakers, then captured me when I was going. Now, what story does it tell? I went to a big event and he showed me where I was with all those speakers, like, you know. So if say I be small guy, they go show say I sabi people or that kind of thing. Then the whole ambience of the event and the whole paparazzi. So if I play that video for you, this guy na a big conference, na senior guy. You see, okay, I know this guy. He's with this person. See where he's sitting. You know, without saying anything, the video tells the story. Are you getting me? So you must tell a story. Don't make your video never, even if it's voiceless video. Let it tell a story that places you on the two things I told you about real estate. Real estate is a luxurious industry. Make it look luxurious. Not by your dressing, but by the things you show about it. Be intentional about the shots, angles, and don't make a particular shot so long. Clip it 1 second, 2 seconds, 1 second. Tell a lot of the story and make it 1 minute, 30 seconds, 45 seconds. And this comes to the end of our service. What's the time? Okay, I'm still on time. I want to end by doing something I've not done here for a while. I've not done it before here, but I usually do it anytime I teach. Don't worry, it's not offering. I'm not collecting offering. I want to pray for you. Just allow me like 30 seconds. I just want to pray for you. Is that okay? Please, let's pray. Just close your eyes. In Jesus' name. Father, we thank you for today, and we thank you for the amazing things we've learned. Honestly, learning is one of the most difficult pathway of life because you have to unlearn the things you knew before, accept new reality, and begin to live into this new reality. Sometimes it gets very overwhelming. We feel tired. We feel, I'm putting a lot of effort, but I'm not getting the best of it. Sometimes we even feel confused. Sometimes we feel unsure whether we are even doing it right. Sometimes we feel like this thing is not really for me. But God, one thing I want to ask from you today, for everyone who have listened to this session today, is that you make so much grace available for everyone that when they would make the decision to take action, from the day they'll make that decision of taking action, that you grant them supernatural grace that will get them the results they desire. In Jesus' name we pray. I pray, Father, for every effort they make, amplify the results.
Amen.
In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen.
Thank you, Father, for I believe you have heard our prayer. And most especially, I pray that in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now, we'll look back to this meeting we had today and we'll have every cause to say, oh, thank God I came for this meeting and thank God I learned this thing. Let it become a contact point to the great and amazing things that everybody here will achieve in this industry. In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much.
How many of us were blessed today? All right, please, let's give it up for Mr. Joshua. Okay, so this brings us to the ending of today's training. I hope we got value. We got value for your time, right? Good. So one thing that will distinguish you from someone who didn't attend this event is telling yourself, what should I start doing today? He really said a lot of things. So the thing that can help you start up is telling yourself 1, 2, 3 things and start doing today, right? That can help you and stand you out. Okay, so how many of us this is your first time of coming for an event here? First time, let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. Woo, let's clap, let's clap. Oh, that many. All right, so we are going to be meeting with you at the end of today by that angle. Thank you for coming. So today also we are meeting again here, same time, same venue, same station, from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., 12 noon on Thursday next week. Till we see you again. Keep selling. All right, bye guys.